Hey, welcome to today's reading. It's going to be this time message from a person on your mind. So think of a person and this will be their message to you. And I'm not sure if this is going to be first person or third person like channeled. I think it's going to be different based on the pile. So we'll just see what wants to come through. Pile 1 is going to be this heart chakra stone. So the heart chakra is about emotions, connection, grief, loss, being connected to ourselves and our own feelings. Next, we have the throat chakra for pile 2. Throat chakra is about clear communication, speaking your truth, being comfortable with your own truth so that others can be as well. And next, we have the crown chakra stone, which is about our connection to things that are larger than us, our connection to source, to God, to our higher self. And then we have the third eye chakra stone, or the Ajna chakra stone. And this is about seeing clearly through the veil what's behind things. The forest, not losing the forest. What is that saying? Not losing the forest for the trees. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Someone correct me in the comments if you like. But this is about being able to see clearly. Timestamps are in the description box below. This will be a general reading. So if you need something more specific to your situation, consider getting a private reading. What else should I say? I think that's it. I'll see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1, if you picked the heart chakra stone, this will be your reading. Let's see your cards. We've got the Knight of Swords. It's coming up in reverse. The Fool card. And the Six of Wands in reverse. So pile 1, this person is recognizing that things haven't gone very smoothly between you and them at certain points. I think that there's a nice connection between the two of you. Sorry about the kitchen timer there. Because the way that went off, it's almost like time's up. I think that you've gotten kind of fed up with this person's behavior and specifically their communication or lack of communication. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is an energy that's it's like shoot from the hip, say whatever I want, and not consider the consequences. So I think this person has said some pretty regrettable things to you, pile 1. And this person does also regret that. They feel, I don't know if sorry exactly is the word. They can see how it's impacted you, the way that they talk. And they wish that impact wasn't there. It falls short, though, a little bit of like taking responsibility for me. It's making me think of an example. Actually, this is my own mother, who at times has just said pretty what I would consider offensive or insulting things to me. But because they're aligned with her either religious or political worldview, she doesn't see that as a problem because she's aligning to that worldview. Let me see if I can give you an example. A couple years ago, she said that I should repent of my lifestyle and come back to God, which was just, I don't know, I could get lost in like, what does that even mean exactly? And what is it that you're thinking that I'm doing? I live a pretty simple life that's pretty much dedicated to my close friends and family and trying to serve humanity in a small way and make more deposits than withdrawals in a lot of ways. But I don't necessarily believe exactly the same way that she does. And so anyway, I've had a couple of conversations with her trying to process like why I find that that's inappropriate as a thing to say to someone, especially your daughter, where, you know, when you have kids, it's just like the way that you either approve of them or don't makes a big difference. And even though I'm very much an adult, I still don't, it doesn't feel good to be chastised by a parent. So anyway, I just don't even like that I'm telling this story right now. And I feel like that maybe is part of your reaction to this person. Like you just don't feel good around them because of the way that they communicate. And they recognize this. They understand that the things they've been trying to achieve with the way they communicate with you has been unsuccessful. And so like that's what they're bummed about, not exactly the impact on you. Like same with the story with my mother. It's like, and with the Fool card here, it's like, you can see the impact, but you don't let it really hit you. And I'm even seeing here in this Fool card, if you can see, this woman has in her hand, it looks like an amethyst. It's kind of reminding me of the third eye chakra stone from our pile 4. But she's not looking at it, and she's just kind of like holding it out over this. I don't know if this is like a pool or if it's just like a drop, an overlook or something. And so what I'm getting from this is that this person just is refusing to look at things more deeply. They just think about like, well, I said what I said and I guess they didn't like it, but whatever. So I guess our relationship isn't good because they didn't like what I said. Instead of really looking at their own behavior and seeing if there's something that needs to change. So the message from this person, what would they say to you? They probably wouldn't bring up what went badly between you. They'd probably try to just smooth it over, and they'd continue to just be irresponsible with their words. I don't see real accountability or even truthfulness coming through from this person because they don't have the necessary self-awareness to bring that to you. And so it's interesting to me that you have the heart chakra stone here. So I'm wondering if what's being said here from Spirit is pay attention to how this person impacts your heart. How do you feel around them? How do you feel because of them? Have they made more of a positive or negative impact in your life in, let's say, the last year? Or if it's more of a short-term relationship, if you haven't known them that long, then maybe focus on the last, let's say, last month or the last 3 months. And, you know, we can't always expect the truth from other people, but we can expect the truth from ourselves. And so I think this reading is coming through to just let you know, like, this person may not be able to treat you the way that you hope to deserve. But you can treat yourself that way, and that might involve limiting your interactions with this person. I think that's your reading, Pile 1. These are short and sweet today. Hope to see you in a future reading. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much. Okay, Pile 2, if you picked this throat chakra stone, here we go. We have the 9 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the King of Swords. What would this person say to you? This person would say, so I'm getting in for most of you watching that this message is coming from basically like this King of Swords. Quite an impressive man bun on that guy, isn't it? I don't normally think this way, but he's coming through as like really sexy to me right now. So I think this is somebody you're really attracted to, and probably a masculine energy person. It doesn't have to be male gendered, but someone who carries more of the masculine energy in their relationship. And they're seeing you as the High Priestess combined with the 9 of Cups, which this is, if there's a better combination, I don't know if there is one. 9 of Cups is about, you know, dreams, wishes, hopes, desires. You can see there's this treasure chest, and this person, you know, enjoying all of the treasure that's in there. And then with this High Priestess, This is a card about intuition, about seeing what's beyond, about mysticism, about connection to spirit. So you are a dream for this person. What would they say to you? I love that this is combined with the throat chakra stone, because this person is going to say this to you in some way. It might not be exactly with the words that I'm using right now, and I'm even noticing like my throat chakra is a little bit clogged. So maybe they're trying to figure out the way to tell you this, that you're everything that they've been hoping for. Maybe you even kind of resemble the woman here in this card. Maybe you like long dangly earrings. And I'm noticing her hair. The hair here, it's like there's streaks of pink and purple and blonde. I never noticed this before, but there's like 4 or 5 different colors happening here. Her eyes are closed, but if you look more closely at the card, you can see like the irises of her eyes poking through. Maybe you even have really beautiful defined shoulders. If you look at what this person's wearing. I'm noticing also there's like a cross. It's not a traditional Christian cross that's here, but there is a symbol, and there's some other symbology here. We have the moon, the crescent here. So I think there's some ideology that this person has that you also share. So maybe you're part of a similar religious or faith community. Maybe you just have had conversations about the way you look at life and they feel really aligned with you. And this is a King of Swords. I mean, how you think about life is everything. This is reminding me of a conversation I had with someone months ago. I think it was months ago. And they were talking about how basically their point of view on atheism, which actually is that, atheism takes a great deal of faith, in fact, because to say, categorically, there is no God, there is nothing outside of ourselves. It requires a lot of belief to be able to say that. So in like at the same time, if you're denying the existence or value of religion or of God, in a way that itself is a religion. So anyway, this person was talking about how they had a past partner that they discussed that with, and that person just really couldn't see it from more like a logical point of view, got very emotional about it, and couldn't hold on to, I guess, I don't know if we would call that a logical perspective. I don't even really like the way that I'm describing it now, because I'm very aware that some of you watching my channel might be atheists and might not agree with that. So it's less about that, and it's more about, this person was describing how a past partner, one of the reasons that it didn't work out was like the way that they looked at certain issues and whether their ideals seemed to align and match up. And this person sees that in you, that you do have that alignment. It's very exciting to them, and they also find you just maddeningly sexy and appealing. How do I describe this? It's not the kind of appealing like if you were, I don't know, a model or a centerfold or something like that. So it's not overtly like, it's not about like nudity or the shape of your body exactly, although they do really like that. It's more this mysticism and mystery and otherworldliness that you carry while still having a really strong mind. This person thinks that you are brilliant. And I would say if this person could describe what they like about you most, it's your mind. It's the way that you think. They just would like to listen to you talk for hours. If there is a way to be inside your mind and just observe the machinations of your mind, that would be even better than talking, I think, to this person. And with this 9 of Cups, the other thing that I'm getting is the thing that they're so blown away by is they're so excited to find somebody who matches them mentally, but then to also have that come in such an attractive package is just like, I've died and gone to heaven for this person. So I do think they are planning their approach of how they're going to talk to you about this, how they're going to let you know. And we do have the throat chakra here, so I do think it's going to involve them saying something. Let me see. Let me just drop in a little bit deeper and see if there's anything else that wants to come through about the actual message when they do deliver it. So the main thing I'm getting is that it's going to be very unexpected to you. Maybe you would expect them to be just kind of straightforward and almost the way that I've been talking today. Like, I think that your mind is amazing. I just want to listen to you all the time. But it's going to be, however they communicate it, it's going to surprise you, but you're going to get the message. Does that make sense? Well, of course you will. I mean, you're the high priestess. So maybe they're even going to do that on purpose, like send you the message in a way that only you would get it. But they would also want to make sure you're not only going to understand the message, you're going to have a mutual understanding that they were trying to say that to you and that you got the message. Does that make sense? So it's not just like you intuiting something or picking something up and they're just like going on their merry way. They're going to say something or do something, and you're going to have a moment of exchange where you're both like, I understand what you're saying. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty overwhelming moment for you both, actually. Pile 2. Cool. Let me know if that happens and how that actually comes through, because yeah, saucy. Okay, pile 3, if you chose the crown chakra stone, let's see. Message from this person. We have the Lovers in reverse, the Star, and Knight of Wands in reverse. So this person feels the disconnect between you and that you feel far away, and that's really hard for them. At the same time, they believe that healing is possible, that things can turn around, that you and them can connect again and better, or the same as you did in the past, if it was really great in the past. And the way they're going to make this happen is by, impulsivity, kind of like rushing in, making something happen, making it happen yesterday also. So this would be something like, if, let's say you're in a long distance relationship with somebody, or maybe it's not even a relationship, maybe it's a situationship. This person might just book a flight and show up on your doorstep unannounced and be like, hey, I'm here. Let's work this out. Like, let's do this thing. I'm ready. Are you ready? So it's going to be something kind of impulsive and like, not childish isn't the right word. It's like they're just going to get an idea in their head and then they're going to act on it right away. The expression that's coming to mind, I haven't heard this in a long time, is like acting on a wild hare. Has anyone ever said that? Like, oh yeah, they got a wild hare and then they just went and did something nuts. The thing though is, I don't think this is that nuts, because I think that you want to hear from this person. Pile 3, I get the vibe that like you're waiting for them to make a move here, or to claim you somehow. And this person's going to do that. And it might not be in the most well thought out way, but they are going to do it. And I do think it's going to move things in the right direction. It might not be as complete as they would hope it would be. I think this person thinks like, oh, if I just book that flight and if I show up there, then that's it. What else happens after that? They kind of haven't thought further than that. But I think you find that kind of cute about this person anyway, that they just, it's like whatever that impulse is, they follow it. Maybe you're much more careful or consistent, and so this is something that really balances you out and that you learn from. What else would this person say to you? So in this pile, it's less about what they would say to you. It's more about what they would do. This person wants to show you through their action that they care. With the crown chakra here, if you're wondering if this person feels the distance between you, if they know what's wrong in the relationship, if they understand that they're losing you, yes, they get it. They absolutely get it. This person is clear with the crown chakra. It's just that they haven't exactly known what to do, but they've spent enough time thinking about it and now they're just going to act. So yeah, expect something out of the blue from this person. And also when that does happen, understand that it was their way of kind of stopping the overthinking and trying to get to the next step. So if after they take this step, it's not, you're still like, okay, but there's all these things to talk about, and how are we going to come together? How are we going to have a good relationship? That's step 2. But this person does want healing. They do want to connect with you. They want things to be better, and they're going to take an action. Let me just drop in and see if there's anything else here I missed and wants to come through. I guess the other thing I'm wanting to mention is if you look at this card and just see like how this masculine is looking at the feminine, it's like there's nothing else that exists in the whole world. And this person remembers that feeling with you. They feel the loss of not having you in their lives. They want to fix it. They don't know how to fix it, but they're going to do something. And the reason they want to do something is they want this back. They want that feeling back. Okay, pile 3. Let me know what happens. Hope it works out. Pile 4. Here we go. So what would this person say to you? We have the Ajna chakra, the Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm actually getting a specific message come through. This person saying like, just my luck, the perfect person for me, and they're already committed to someone else, and I want to give them everything. Like finally, I meet the person that I want, the house, the kids, the dogs, the full life with, the friend group. I want everything with them, and they're not available. Is that it? Is that all this person wants to say? Yeah, I think that's the first layer of what this person wants to say, which is showing me that they're kind of stuck on their own feelings, at least for this moment. And this might, with this person, maybe it's just a momentary thing, or maybe it's like a forever thing. Like they could be like, well, just my luck. I met the perfect person and they're taken. So I guess I can't do anything about it. I guess my life sucks. Guess I'll never have love. They could be that kind of person, or they could just be having a moment where they're like, oh, wow, I need to really figure out what to do here. This is not what I expected. Searching all this time for the right person for me and then having this situation. So whichever one they are, this person has needed or will need some time just to be able to sort through that and be like, okay, yeah, so this is my life, and what do I do now? With the third eye stone coming out, I think this person does understand that there's some purpose in meeting you. They see you as a very important person in their life, and they're just trying to figure out what that might mean. So I think that's the journey that they are on right now. So I would say of the 4 piles, this one is the most contemplative. Like if I were to pick another card to describe this energy, it would be the Hermit. I think this person is really going within to try to understand their journey, their path, how you fit into it, what, if any, action they might want to take in the future. And this person really is not... in terms of coming towards you with an action, they're not in the place yet to do that. If you were drawn to another pile, another of the 3 piles, that might give you more of an idea of what the action would be. But the thing that they are most clear on is here with the 10 of Pentacles, like the life they want. They know the life they want. And they also know that they love you. I don't know if they've told you that, pile 4, but this person loves you. And they don't see an easy way to just like slot you into this vision of their lives. So they understand then that either their goals need to change or they need to give up on this love for you. And I think this person is perhaps kind of an idealist or perfectionist or stubborn or all three. And so they don't want to do either of those things. They don't want to give up on the dream and they don't want to give up on you. So it's like they keep trying to fit these two puzzle pieces together that just don't work. So they're in the process of trying to figure out something different for themselves. So what would they say to you? I think they'd tell you, if they were being very open and honest, they would say, I love you and you're taken, and I'm not sure how to have my dream life without you. And I don't know if you even want that with me. Maybe you don't. What do you want? What do you see as your dreams for the future? I think that's the conversation that this person would want to have with you. They're not ready to have that though, because if you think about it, that conversation would then lead to some compromising. Maybe this person, you know what? I'm trying to think, like, why would a person not just have that conversation? Like, just talk to the other person and you find what works for both of you. You compromise. And I think this person has maybe over-compromised their dreams in the past. It reminds me of a neighbor I used to have who was in his 20s, but even though he was young, he married a woman who had 3 kids already, and so she didn't want more kids. So he actually, they were in love, they had a good relationship for many years. I think they were married for 20 or 30 years. And then they got divorced actually when he was in his 50s, and he just said, you know, like, I gave her the best years of my life, and I didn't have my own kids because they were her kids, and I don't exactly regret it, but I wrapped up a lot of my dreams in her. So I think this person has done that in the past. So that's what's making this really hard for them. It's almost like, maybe it's even a test from the universe in a way. Like, will you throw all your dreams away for love, or will you hold on to some of your boundaries and some of your own dreams still? So that's something for you to be aware of, pile 4, that this person, they really do need to enter into this relationship with you, prioritizing themselves. So they're just trying to figure that out. I think you want that for them as well, really. Let me just see if there's anything else here I missed. I think they see you as just totally carefree, pile 4. Like, you don't have a care in the world, and you love them. Maybe you love your partner also, because I'm really getting that you're the one that's taken, not them, for most of you here. And of course, this is their point of view, but from their point of view, they don't see you as sacrificing anything. So it would be like them having to make all the sacrifices to be with you. Interesting point of view. Well, to be continued, pile 4. I don't think that your story is over with this person. I think you will hear from them once they've figured a few things out. Thanks for coming by. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.